Do 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 do. Well, some of you might wonder what I do to get ready for my show. I'm here at station by 4:30 to get my coffee going and kind of get settled into my spot here at the studio. And I start searching the internet for news and information. A lot of Facebook posts, especially for the community calendar. So if I see something on the community calendar that is, of course, community based and just some great information, that's what I try to share and save that out there. Yeah. And so I just usually sit here at a computer for almost 45 minutes looking at different events that I come across on Facebook. And then I'll search some of the websites of or towns out there, but let me check events page here. So then what I do is I look for today first. What's going on today that I might have missed? Oh yeah, here's one. Marketplace, not Marketplace Foods, but Timber Ford has been giving away a lot of there it is. Giving away windshield wiper blades at different locations throughout Hayward Lakes area, and today they're gonna be at, Marketplace Foods from 9 o'clock until 3, giving away free wiper blades and, showing off their mobile service vehicle. Chance, I might just head over there myself and, going on. I should put these on so I can make sure oh, yeah, there I am live. Yeah, checking off, Marketplace Foods, where their, Timber Ford is giving away some free wiper blades. Got that for the community announcements. Sounds of summer coming up. Yep, we get those. I already have that. And let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Tech Talk. Down and Dirty with Dustin at the New Moon Ski and Bike. That's coming up. Let's see. Wednesday, June 4th. Yeah, just in time for the Epic Bike Fest happening following Saturday and Sunday. And let's see what he's going to be talking about. Doesn't seem like much. Let's see here. There we go. That should be a little better. Do some adjustments to my microphone. There we go. Turn that off for now. Then you can hear me talking all the time. Let's see here. Do I? Yeah, let's see. There's a maintenance questions. Your tips of race day planning, recommended products. Eh, I usually try to find announcements and events by nonprofits and community organizations. Usually, if there is a business that is hosting something for a fee, I generally try to avoid those because it's more of a commercial than a community event. So I'm looking for those types of things. So we looked at today. Let's look at tomorrow and see what's going on. About the same stuff. Let's see here. Just going through. Got the kids club announcement. That's already there. All right. Now let's go into the weekend. And that's what I kind of look for, what's happening this weekend. I don't see many fundraisers going on. What's this one? Not sure who that is. Kid Buffalo is going to be at Ranch Life Naturals. Not sure who Kid Buffalo Baby. Okay, Kid was raised a baby. Sean and Heidi lived in Cameron. They are Western Extreme rodeo entertainers that travel with Kid performing at rodeos. Oh, okay. And they use Ranch Life Natures, Hitting the Road, da 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 da. Da. So Ranch Life Naturals looks like animal care products that they offer there. And where are they at? Jesse Road. Not sure where that address is. Let's pull out a map. No, I don't want the North Pacific Ocean. All right, we'll skip that. Sawyer County Fair's been doing a lot of posts. They're doing a business spotlight on the Bar H implement. And the guys in the shop there at Bar H listen to WHSM. I've been told by one of the guys that works in the shop. That's what they play all the time in the shop there. So thank you for that. Yeah, the fog this morning, I couldn't tell if it was fog or smoke. And then watching some of the local news, they're saying most of what we have out there this morning is fog. Maybe I think there's some intermix with the smoke, but I guess that's supposed to head up into the upper atmosphere later on. So you'll see a lot of that. Most of it fog, because as I drove in this morning, you can even see out my window. It's kind of foggy out there. Uh, yeah, Northwoods Humane Society. They always have some great pet pictures. I noticed a new thing coming up here in Friday. This Friday, Sawyer County Canines is hosting a cookout fundraiser for their canine organization. And that's going to be held at Lynn's Custom Meats on Highway 63 in Hayward from 10 until 3 o'clock. That's Friday, June 6th at Lynn's Custom Meats. Again, a fundraiser for the Sawyer County Canines cookout there. Let's see. Someone calling me? No, but getting some likes. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm just sitting here figuring out maybe you guys want to see what I do in the mornings at 4:30 in the morning. What am I doing? Although it's what time is it now? 5:17. Just getting ready for the morning show, the remarkable morning show. Sorry, I should emphasize. Yeah, that's happening. Got the Boys and Girls Club calendar for June because they're going to be busy now that school is out. Yeah, last day of school for Spooner kids was yesterday, and Hayward, I guess, is going to be on Thursday. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is one thing I would like to go to is the Lac Community Health Center is having a grand opening on Friday, June 13th from 2 until 5 o'clock. So I'll be adding that to our community calendar. Let's see what else is on Facebook here. going through. This is a lot of scrolling in the morning as I try to figure out, okay, what things do we want to talk about? Um, and I always tell people if they have an event that they'd like to promote and you're a nonprofit or a community organization, you can send those to me at community@whsm.com. Community@whsm.com. Howdy, folks. I see two people watching. Tell me who you are. Do a comment. I'd like to hear from you. See who else is up at this crazy hour of the morning as I get ready for the remarkable morning show starting at 6 o'clock. I wish I could do Facebook Live during my radio show, but Facebook and YouTube tend to flag when you're playing music. And it's like, but I'm licensed. We're licensed to stream music because we stream our radio station. Yet, if I stream music on Facebook or YouTube, they flag it as, oh no, you can't use copyrighted material. And it's like, but we have permission and we have the right, we pay for the rights to stream it. But, anyways, that's why you won't see a whole lot of music shows streaming on social media unless they do it straight to their own website where they have control over what's going on there. I did notice the track and field team at Hayward High School is going to state. And here's more sports info from the district. Yeah, the sectional softball games, regional baseball, sectional golf, regional soccer, state track meet, all of that coming up this week. In fact, the sectional base softball game was, what was it, yesterday? No, 2 days ago. Yesterday was a regional baseball game, but then I guess it was postponed to the 4th because of the rain. So that'll be happening today. And I suppose I could talk about this during one section of my show. So what I do is I highlight everything. Let's see here. Highlight it up to there and right click and print. And I'll print this off because that's how I read the stuff when I'm on the air. And we'll go to that. There we go. Print it on one sheet of paper. There we go. See, now I have that announcement there. Well, I lost my viewers. Well, no comments yet. Come on. Where are you, people? I know it's boring video. Watching some guy. Oh, excuse me. Some guy sit in the studio talking to himself. But sometimes people are interested in what's going on here at the radio station. Some of you might be curious as to what's happening out at our Highway 63 location. Corporate is still considering what the options are. There are some significant repairs needed to the building. The roof needs to be replaced. I think the well went dry, so they need to re-drill a new well. That would be kind of expensive, kind of. A new roof, I was told, could cost as much as $20,000, and it's a flat roof. And there's two buildings that make up that single building. The original building is on the right side as you face it from 63, and that's the oldest building, and that's where the roof is leaking and having some issues. The newer section, I forgot when that was built, but there is a newer section that on the left where the offices are and the conference area and more offices, that is better, but all of the utilities for that half of the building are in the old half of the building. So as they look at, improving the HVAC system and some of the electrical work that will be that will be needed for that. So, let's see here. Continue scrolling. I usually come across some pretty interesting stuff. Oh yeah, the Northern Wisconsin State Fair is coming up. Um, I doubt WHSM will be there, but I know a couple other radio stations that belong to the Civic Media Network are in Eau Claire, and I'm thinking they might do some conversations about the fair coming up. When is that? That is, it's a fest. July 9th through the 13th is the Northern Wisconsin State Fair, and that'll be in Chippewa Falls, if everybody knows where that is. Just looking for, yeah. So that's kind of a fun thing. I'll talk about that for a little bit as we get closer to that. Really, my focus right now is Muskie Fest because that's 2 weeks away. Can't believe it's 2 weeks away. Kind of snuck up on me. I thought it was 3 weeks into June, and it's not. There's some stuff from Jelly Roll, one of the artists that we have here. Yeah. Sometimes I always get stuck on videos, and of course, social media knows that people stop at videos on their pages and watch them, and it's a trap for me. Here's a post from the Northern Nerd. I like following him. Am I following him? Interested? Let me see. No, I'll just say interested. Saw Dalton Hessel, the Northern Nerd, on Sunday at a picnic and chatted with him for a little bit. Hey, this might be a good opportunity too to let people know that I am looking for and ready to hire a news journalism person here for WHSM. We have optional full time or part time position for a news journalist. So if you know anybody who is kind of a newsy person, likes to talk about what's happening in the community, do interviews with some civic leaders and community organizations, community leaders, looking for that person to work with me. Maybe that's not a good thing. I don't know. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's that funny. We're also looking for a account executive, aka a salesperson, and that's a full-time position with a flat, well, hourly rate plus commission for that sales position. So if you know anybody who's looking for maybe an interest in helping other companies in the community talk about what they do, and we can put that information on the radio. We're looking for that information salesperson here at WHSM as well. They can go to civicmedia.us and find the jobs that we have posted here for Hayward. Just looking through. Ooh, somebody else popped on, but then they left. Man, where are you people going? Suppose everybody's getting up wondering what's I got this notification that WHSM is live, and they pop on and see it's just me babbling on, and they quit because they got to get ready for get ready for their day. Um, Northwoods Humane Society looks like they're providing some supplies for small pet living spaces. And I'm sure a lot of the funds that they raise for this go to help fund their organization. Looks like they got a guinea pig cage, a ferret cage. Wow, a ferret. A bird cage for larger birds. I sure wish I could get a parrot, but my wife doesn't like all the poop mess that birds made, from parakeets to parrots to lovebirds, whatever. They tend to be messy when they eat from their bin, ends up on the floor and little feathers all over. Oh, here's a ferret or rat cage. I remember when I was in fourth and fifth grade, we had white rats in our school, and I got to take a couple of them home over summer vacation because they couldn't stay at school, so they had to bring the rats to someone's home, and I had rats there, and then, of course, they had babies over the summer, and, we lost one of the babies in the house somewhere, and we know it probably went into the walls and died, but that was my experience raising white rats in, 5th grade. I don't think schools do that anymore. I don't think they have anything, like that. Lots of fog out there still. My goodness, it is thick, and the visibility is less than a block because I'm a half a block away from Shoes Pond here on 3rd Street, and I can barely see the trees over at Shoes Pond. So just got a notification. Oh, that was from that. So yeah, it's pretty foggy out there. At first, I was wondering if it was smoke, and decided that, as I was driving here, it was not smoke, it was, um, fog, actual fog. So that was that. Looking at, some of our other sister stations in the Civic Media Network as they're going live for their talk shows out in Madison. WBZH here in Hayward, they're getting ready for their shows. Yeah, time is it here? 5:30. Do, 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 do. I wonder if I sing a country western song that Facebook will flag me for playing music that's copyrighted. I probably won't sing it as well. Oh dear. Well, I'm not seeing much other things here for events and activities. Oh yeah, here's one of our advertisers here on Muskie Country 101, Tamarack Farms Winery, telling us it's National Dairy Month. And of course, they support the dairy industry by buying lots of mozzarella cheese. Excuse me. And they have a mac and cheese pizza that is so delicious, and the kids love it because it's mac and cheese. Who doesn't like mac and cheese? Very good pizza. Well, yeah, countdown to vacation time, summer break for most schools coming up. All these fail videos. I should make my own fail videos. Let's see. It's more of the fair. I'm from Minnesota, so I always try to go to the Minnesota State Fair in August. I at least go once. When I lived in Minnesota, and I usually lived in the northern suburbs, I went a couple of times to the Minnesota State Fair. So I already bought tickets for that. But I do want to get to the northern Wisconsin State Fair to see what that's like and take in some of the Wisconsin things. Oh, you know what? I just remembered now. So I've been keeping a list of businesses that play WHSM on their background music speakers, and there was oh, now I got to remember the restaurant out on the Flowage, and I think it's the Landing that plays WHSM. I gotta find it here. Where? Yep, the Landing Resort. I gotta add that to my list of businesses that play WHSM. Uh, the Landing. Hey, good morning, everyone. Who's watching? I'd like to hear from you. The Landing, and that's let's see, old business. Oops, what do I got? I got an error on my printer. I'll have to go see what's going on with my printer, and I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. Who's watching Blank Studio? Can you see the fog? Can you see the fog out there? It is amazing. I mean, I know the sun is up because I just saw a camera shot where there isn't so much fog, but this is fog and not necessarily smoke out there. So, good morning. Oop, they left. Where'd they go? I had a viewer and then all of a sudden they're gone. I feel rejected. Well, it's about quarter to six, and this is usually where I start to get ready to go on the air and look at stop looking at social media for information and start getting ready for my day on the computer. So, with that, I'm gonna clear out my live stream here. I'm gonna try this every day and see whoever shows up, and maybe it'll be a great conversation piece. So, look forward to that, and we'll see you tomorrow morning at around 5 o'clock. We'll start this. Okay, see ya.